I never would have thought I would have became vegan, and it's the best thing I've ever done so far. Welcome to my channel. This is Cade. So today we're going to be talking about why I went vegan. Alright, let's get straight into it. So it all first started with football. Yeah, football is what made me turn vegan. Well, not necessarily football, like it was actually what happened in football that did it. So I played football all my life pretty much through since I was 5 all the way through up to high school. I currently am not playing anymore. But yeah, junior year was a big year for me. I thought I was gonna be the best player, the best corner. My coaches were hyping me up. They were telling me that I was gonna be a starter on varsity, but that never happened. They always would lie to me pretty much. So yeah, come junior year, second to last game of the season, and I somehow got put in for the first time in forever. I was a second string, so second string corners really never get put in. And this one time I got put in, and I was doing pretty good. And it comes to special team, punt return, and I was the guy who had tried to run through and try to block the ball from being kicked. As the ball hiked on that play, and I was running, the hiker hiked it too high, and it went over the kicker's head. So I thought I had a chance. So I was running full speed at this man that had the ball on the ground. He hasn't even picked it up yet. And I was so close, he picked it up, and then he kind of like juked me. And I thought I could do a little plant and tackle him. Well, it turns out I was running so fast that I planted my knee so hard that it hyperextended, which means it kind of went like hyperextended. My knee kind of went and locked out, and in that moment I tore my ACL. Now it hurt like hell, but at this moment I didn't know I had a torn ACL. I hobbled off the field and went to the trainer, and she checked me out. She said, if you think you're good to go back in, you can go back in. So I was like, okay, I'll go back in. After every play and every time I planted, my knee would pop and it would hurt like hell. So I was like, okay, this is not normal, but I kept going. Then finally, after this one play, I planted so hard and my knee popped so hard that I fell to the floor, and I was yelling in pain, and I had to be carried off the field. So a couple weeks later after that, went to the doctor. Well, not a couple weeks later, it was a couple days later. Went to the doctor. He told me I had a torn ACL, that I'm gonna need surgery. A couple weeks after that is when surgery came up. So I had surgery on my ACL. I put an image of me on crutches. It was not fun. I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. I mean, it was quite the experience, but it wasn't fun at all. Especially afterwards, the pain and not being able to move pretty much, having to rely on everyone. So this is when I began my research on how to recover faster and how to, just help with my knee. And as I was researching, I came across the vegan diet, or a whole food plant-based diet. And I started reading about all these other benefits, about how diseases are caused by diet, diabetes, all these autoimmune diseases. And it got me wondering, why does no one else know about this? At that moment, at that same day, I went cold turkey. I went vegan overnight, because everything I was reading, I couldn't turn away. Once I knew it, I was like, I can't go back, because I know all this stuff. Like, I knew about all the health benefits of going vegan and all the detrimentals of eating meat. And I was like, this is not worth it. And then again, I wasn't even drinking milk, because we switched to almond milk because of my acne, because my mom thought it caused my acne, which it did. So we switched to almond milk. So I wasn't even eating dairy. I mean, I would eat cheese and ice cream every now and then, but yeah, I cut everything out overnight. And after a few weeks, I started noticing a difference. I felt better. I felt my mind like open. My school, my grades started getting better. I started having more energy. Yeah, so after surgery, you have to like check up with your doctor every now and then, and he checks my knee and stuff. So he checks the flexibility. keep in mind I've been doing like these workouts, and this is like a couple months after my surgery, because it doesn't just like come back like that. It takes a while for you to start walking at least, or even putting weight on it. So this was like a couple months. So he started checking my knee, and he was like, oh my god, your flexibility right now is amazing. And he told me to flex my muscle, and my muscle would pop. He said this is the fastest I've ever seen someone recover. And I put all the credit on my diet, on my vegan diet. Not too long after all that, I kept my research up and started researching more and more about this. And I came across doctors on YouTube and stuff like Dr. Greger, Dr. McDougall, Dr. Nelson, all of them, pretty much all of them. And I started seeing the environmental aspect that my diet has. I started learning about how they cut down the forest, how 1 pound of meat uses like, I don't even know, like 50 gallons of water. Don't quote me on that, I don't know for sure, but I can look it up for now. Okay, it takes 441 gallons of water to produce 1 pound of boneless beef. Now imagine if everyone in the world ate 1 pound of beef every day. That's a lot of beef. That'd be a lot of pain to your body and health, but that would be a ton of water. And I started reading about the methane gas and the greenhouse gas that animal agriculture and the farming, what it causes to the environment, and how it's worse than all the transportation combined. Animal agriculture is worse than all the transportation in the world combined. Why are we still doing this if it's causing climate change? It's just, it blew my mind to me. It was crazy. So, and then shortly after that, a couple of weeks later, I started seeing all the stuff that would happen in these animal industries. And now I feel for these animals. Like, it hurts my heart seeing these animals go what they go through. So now I'm all in it. I'm like, morals, health, environment for the animals. In the dairy industry, they forcefully impregnate the cow like every year, and they steal away her babies, and they take her milk that was meant for the calf and they suck it out of her, not even mentioning the pus that comes out of it. There's like a percentage of pus that can be in a milk, so basically you're drinking some pus when you drink milk. Chickens too, don't even get me started with chickens. The male chickens, there's no purpose for them, so they get thrown into a grinder and they just get grinded up. And then the chickens that lay the eggs, they're thrown into tight quarters with like tons of other ones, and they're forced to produce eggs. And then when they can't anymore, we put them on a hanger, their head gets chopped off, and we eat it. Broiler chickens, I think is what they're called. Their only purpose is to grow, and we inject them with growth hormones and antibiotics so they can grow into a massive size. They're stuck in this like house with millions of other chickens into a dark area, which also feeds the pandemic and viruses to spread. And the only reason is for us. They grow only like 15 weeks, and then we kill them and we eat that chicken. And that chicken has so many antibiotics and hormones in it. All animals have hormones. There's so much wrong with us eating animal protein, animal products, and I'm trying to be a voice for that, and I'm trying to make it stop, because I want this world to do better. I want people's health to gain. I want their people to live their best life, and climate change is upon us. This pandemic started from us eating animals. If you don't know, it started from a bat switched and it came in contact with us. Now, they don't know that for sure. They don't know that's a fact yet, but it's pretty high evidence that that's what happened. And all these past pandemics happened from us eating animals. The swine flu started from a pig. The Spanish flu, I'm pretty sure, started in a chicken farm in the U.S. It didn't start in Spain. I think they're actually doing that so they can manipulate us and think it started in Spanish or in Spain, but it didn't. I saw a video where there was evidence pointing back to Kentucky, I think. Don't quote me on that either. Yeah, so there's all these reasons, and there's facts. There's even the National Association of Dietetics even states that you can be vegan at all stages of life, whether this is infant, teen, giving birth, or being old. All stages of the life, an adequate plant-based vegan diet is adequate for you throughout all life. And there's tons of research and studies out there are proving that a whole food, plant-based diet is the best diet for anything out there. So there's all these reasons why to go vegan, and I wouldn't see why someone wouldn't go vegan after all of these reasons I've learned. Now I get that there's people out there who don't know about all this, because people hide it. The industries hide it, the meat industries hide it, the chicken industry, the dairy industry, they all hide it. They try to put out false information. They fund research to make it look like their products are better than they actually are. So I get how people don't know, so that's why I'm trying to put videos out there to let people know, to give people these information so they can make a switch for the better for the world. Yeah, so that's why I went vegan. I went vegan because of my... Now I say to everyone that hurting my ACL was the best thing that ever happened to me, because I don't think if I ever hurt my ACL that I would have started being vegan, or I would have even gave vegan the spotlight. I really do think that hurting my ACL was the best thing that ever happened to me, because it made me go vegan. Yeah, some people probably say I'm crazy for saying that, but I don't think I am. Well, that's why I went vegan. If you're thinking about going vegan and you need some source, there's plenty of sources out there. If you're on YouTube, there's John Venus, there's Seminate Nutrition, Dr. Greger if you want a doctor. If you want to be a bodybuilder vegan, you can go to Brian Turner's channel. I watch all these people, and there's tons of doctors out there. Dr. Nelson, Dr. Dean Ornish, there's millions of doctors. Just go to those that I just mentioned, and you can find more on other people's channel, because they do like collabs together and stuff like that. Oh, and if you're worried about what to eat, don't be. There's tons of vegan recipes out there. It's never been easier to be vegan. I'm telling you, you can there's plant-based burgers, there's vegan everything. Anything you can think of, there's probably a vegan version of it. And I've made plenty of shit. Basically, I'll throw some images up. Salads, rice, beans, vegan tofu. It's really easy, and I've gotten a lot better at cooking because of this. And it's good to be better at cooking, and because I'm about to be on my own going to college. Oh, stay tuned for that, college, being vegan at college. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, there's tons of recipes in vegan food, and trust me, you're gonna love it. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this sparked a seed in you, maybe to try vegan, maybe just once a day, maybe once a week, maybe one meal at a time. Gradually increase it, unless you want to do like me and go cold turkey the next morning. Can work for some people, but not everyone. Some people have to gradually do it, gradually increase. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment, like the video, and go vegan if you want. I'll catch you in the next video. In the great outdoors.